I'm a fucking moron. I'm so dumb. Hello everyone, good morning, welcome back to the vlog. In typical me fashion, I just spilled my whole smoothie bowl on the freaking counter trying to like show it to the camera. Idiot, complete idiot. It's fine though, it's only a couple of cacao nibs. But anyways, I just made a smoothie bowl. It's all discombobulated now, but I will show you guys what it looks like. I am vlogging again today, and I haven't vlogged in a minute, but it's kind of because I've been taking a little break from YouTube in a sense subconsciously, because the content I was putting out before was a lot of fitness and health related stuff, and that's great, and you guys are really curious about like my weight loss journey and stuff, but I'm not currently losing any weight, and so I can't, putting out weight loss content right now seems kind of like it's just not me right now. I'm really prioritizing health and wellness and balancing my hormones. I've been having some like weird hormonal issues I kind of spoke about earlier in a few vlogs back, and I really want to focus on my health and prioritize health, make sure I'm eating enough. If anything, I'm in a calorie surplus and not in a deficit, because to be honest, I was in a deficit for a while, and even when I like wasn't trying to, I still was under eating. So I'm not tracking anything, but I'm just trying to make sure that I'm eating healthy. I'm eating plenty of healthy fats and carbs. Of course protein, but fats and carbs are also super important. So my smoothie bowl is just some berries and like frozen berries and protein powder. And then I have like flax powder, all of like the seeds and nuts and all of that stuff are in there as well. Like collagen is in there, peanut butter. And then on top, I'll show you guys what I put on top. And then on top we have some berries, we have chia seeds, we have cacao nibs, we have 2 different kinds of like granola-y stuff. We have honey, we have peanut butter. It literally spilled everywhere, but it's fine. And this is typically like my second breakfast. First thing in the morning, I usually have like kind of my own version of bulletproof coffee. It's just maca powder, MCT oil, coffee, and then either I have this superfood creamer that I put in there. It's by the brand Laird, or I just put like coconut milk, and I blend that up. Sometimes I put collagen, depending if I already am gonna put it in my smoothie bowl, then maybe I won't put it in there, but it depends. And that's pretty delicious. And then a mid-morning snack I might have is like some hard-boiled eggs if I'm doing a workout. I didn't do a workout today, I just walked my dog, so this is my first meal and it's 9:53. Besides the bulletproof coffee, which is pretty calorically dense and like high in fat, so it keeps me full from when I wake up at like 7 until like 9:30ish. So yeah, normally I would eat this at like 9:30, but since I whipped out the vlogging camera and stuff, now it's like closer to 10. But yeah, typically I would not wait this long to eat, because I've noticed that even if I'm not like, my stomach is physically, sorry, I'm like trying to clean up this mess that's on here. My stomach is physically hungry in the morning, but sometimes I just don't know what I want yet. I don't have like an appetite to eat, in the sense of like, I don't know what I want to eat. And typically when I'm hungry, I'm like, oh, I could have this or this or this. But like in the morning, I don't know. I can't decide, so I like end up waiting, and then I wait too long and I get hangry, and then it throws off my whole day. Then I'm like all of a sudden ravenous afterwards, and it's just no. So intermittent fasting and all that kind of stuff is just not for me. I know it works really well for some people, but for me personally, I find that it can almost cause me to like not binge eat, but overeat later on in the day because I don't feel like I've had enough. So anyways, I'm gonna stop blabbing and have some of this smoothie bowl, or not some, have this whole smoothie bowl, see how I feel, and then get on with my day. One thing I've been doing lately, which has definitely improved my digestion and my like fullness and satiety and hunger cues, has been sitting down to eat meals. Like I'm sitting at my dining table right now and eating my smoothie bowl, because I was always such a like standing eater, like an on-the-go eater, and I realized I never understood that I was full when I'm standing up or I'm not like mindfully eating, which doesn't necessarily mean like remove all distractions and you know whatever. That can mean that for some people, but for me it's more so like make a meal and sit down. Even if it's like a small thing, like a hard-boiled egg or like a piece of dessert or something, eat it and sit down. My boyfriend and my dog are playing with an ice cube right now. Oh, now they're playing with a toy. Anyways, I found that that works for me really well. And if you are someone that has a hard time figuring out when you're full and then you end up overdoing it when you could have stopped a long time ago, that was always my problem. I would just like mindlessly eat and then be like, oh my God, all of a sudden I'm like so full and my stomach hurts. I'm like uncomfortably like full, and not like super uncomfortably full, but still just like a little bit too full. I'm like, you know what? I could have stopped a little bit before this if I was paying attention, if I was actually like eating and registering that I'm eating. So yeah, just kind of some mindfulness things that I've been doing lately. I've been trying to be really kind to myself and take a more holistic approach to health and wellness. I have cut out all artificial sugars, and again, I'm trying to really focus on like real food and nourishing my body and listening to my cravings too, because for a long time I thought healthy meant like you can't eat certain things, like that's bad for you, that's gonna throw off your progress, or it's gonna throw off your hormones, or it's gonna do X, Y, and Z. And I think the food stress, like stressing about what you're gonna eat, can actually do so much more harm than just eating the food itself. So that's something I've been teaching myself, and it's been working out really well. Like I had a cheese platter and mac and cheese and Caesar salad and a grilled cheese and chocolate yesterday for dinner. Lots of freaking cheese. Like my boyfriend and I were not having a good time stomach wise afterwards, but you know what? It's what we wanted, and it's once in a while, and it was absolutely freaking delicious, like the best comfort food. So yeah, and then this morning I just woke up, did a little walk. I didn't do any cardio or anything like that. Like literally went on a 30-minute walk with my dog because he had to go to the bathroom, and now I'm just eating my normal food. Actually, I'm not eating it, it's literally melting. Pants, can you shut it? Guys, I just showered and put on this little comfy outfit from 437. Just like a little ribbed like sweater set. The cleaners are about to come, so I'm gonna take pants on a walk and get like a juice or something and just get outdoors. I like to like leave the house and go somewhere when there are people in the house. So walking and really light kind of forms of exercise is what I've been placing my emphasis on. I do still have 2 strength days with my trainer, but aside from that, it's really mostly, I stopped running completely. I stopped pretty much all cardio besides just walking, just to kind of give my body some rest, and I feel like the 2 strength days are enough. I also recently got a membership to the Pilates class, so I'm gonna start doing that. I want to do it right out here actually on my little balcony area. I think it would be so nice and relaxing in the morning after like a nice walk with this guy to go and do Pilates, like even a 15-minute to 30-minute Pilates workout out on the balcony on my yoga mat would be so nice. So I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna take the dog on another quick little walk and get a juice and just get some sun, and then get back and really get into work because I have so much random work that I need to do today. And then I'm having kind of like a content day with my friend in the afternoon, and then she and her boyfriend are gonna stay and hang out, and we're gonna have dinner. So yeah, so I got ready and I'm having a random little snack. I'm having some pears and a banana with almond butter. My face looks bizarre because I don't have lip product on. I feel like I look like a clown with makeup on but no lip product. It like looks silly. But I'm gonna be doing some content like I said, so this is kind of what it is. I'm not like hungry for lunch, so I'm just having this. I'm really not hungry, so I don't know. I'm gonna just eat this pear and save the banana for later. I was really craving a banana with peanut butter, but now I'm just like, I'm not feeling it. But yeah, I'm gonna get started on my own content for now. The stuff that I need to get done before I go out with my friend to do more photos. I'm sorry if this vlog is extremely boring. Most of my days are quite boring. Also, random thought, but by the way, I did self-tan with Bondi Sands last night, and it is, in my opinion, fantastic. But yeah, I'm sorry if this vlog is really boring. Like I said, I really don't do much besides take care of my dog, work, and go on walks and cook. I mean, I'll try to find some more exciting tidbits to show you guys. I think we're gonna get dinner, like takeout from Erewhon, which is gonna be amazing. I'm really excited. I also just want to say that I know like the whole theme of this video is like prioritizing health and well-being and overall just chilling out and de-stressing, and that is something I've placed so much emphasis on. And I think for the last year I forgot how to like just chill the F out and like not worry about stuff and not stress and not constantly feel like I have to go. And so I'm like, while I'm sitting here apologizing that my day is kind of boring and all I'm doing is working and like going on walks and eating fruit, like I know not every day looks like this. Like when I'm on set or when I have an early morning or, you know, I have appointments and other things that I need to do, obviously it's gonna look a little bit more chaotic. But I've just been trying to be mindful and take time out of my day to like just recenter. And like, I know it sounds all like woo-woo and stupid, but it really makes a difference. Like I've been so much happier since I started like spending more time outside and opening up the blinds and getting fresh flowers in the house and just like eating fruit, and it has really made a difference. And it's only been like a month and a half of all this like lifestyle change for me and prioritizing health as opposed to aesthetic goals. And honestly guys, there's nothing wrong with having aesthetic goals. That's totally fine. And I thought I was being healthy the whole time, that I was like, no, I have to go, no days off, always in the gym. Like that's great, and I still love to work out. It makes me feel so good. But today I just woke up and I was like, I need a rest day. I need to just like chill out, and there is nothing wrong with that. That is going to give you more progress than if I forced myself to go to the gym today and I was just too tired and I was actually harming my body. I've also been taking a lot of like supplements and things to kind of balance me out and make me more chill. I've been taking ashwagandha, and I take maca every single day in my coffee or in a smoothie. Another thing I've been doing is I've cut down my caffeine intake drastically. I used to be that kind of person that would have like 6 to 7 cups of coffee a day, sometimes like cold brew, like strong coffee a day. I would also have like a Celsius, and then I'd have a coffee. I'd have like 3 coffees in the morning, then I'd go work out and I'd have a Celsius, then I'd come back and I'd make another coffee, then during the afternoon I'd have a coffee, then by nighttime I'd be so tired I'd have another coffee. Like I was just obsessed, and I genuinely obviously love the taste of coffee, but I've weaned myself down to 1 cup a day. Sometimes if I'm out in the afternoon and my friends want to go for like a coffee, or they want to like go for a whatever, go to a coffee shop, I'll get a matcha, or like I might have a second coffee, but usually I don't. The most I'll do is 2 now, and that for me is still, I'm like, I really don't need it, like, and I feel good without it. I have also been taking magnesium and zinc, and like I have a really good daily hey, I have a really great from Rainbow Light, the like women's daily vitamin as well. So I've been taking stuff like that just to kind of like help me chill out. Although I ate like my entire body weight in cheese yesterday, I've been trying to avoid dairy as much as I can, because I know it's not the best for hormones, but at the same time, I'm just trying to like not obsess. Like I don't want to worry about things like that so much where it causes more stress, you know? People are so focused. I was listening to this podcast and this doctor was talking about how people are so focused on having the perfect diet that actually cause more gastrointestinal and just like digestive stress on your body, which can give you like IBS symptoms and all this kind of other things within your body, all these hormonal imbalances from being stressed over food. So like you're trying to like do a good healthy thing for your body, whereas in reality you're so worried and stressed about stuff that you're actually doing yourself a big disservice. And it's also just mentally, it's not great for your relationship with food. And I've realized that I have a much more healthy relationship with food now, I think, than I have in a really long time. And understanding that I can have things like cheese and chocolate and pizza and whatever I want, but like, it's not going to do anything, you know? Obviously not every day. I'm not going to have pizza breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but yeah, I've always talked about that, but I haven't always put it into action. And I've preached those things to you guys and always tried to promote a healthy relationship with food. But at the same time, like, I didn't necessarily know how to practice that entirely, because I still know that I would overdo it sometimes or feel guilty afterwards and try to kind of like make up for it the next day without inadvertently, without even like knowing that I was doing that. I wasn't like, oh my God, let me go run 17 miles because I ate that pizza. But the next day I'd be like, oh, like I feel gross, I'm gonna go run. And I think it still was my subconscious mind being like, I feel guilty, I should go run. But that's more stress on your body. You're like, oh my God, like let me run off this pizza, but you're already like breaking down this food, and now you're putting on this more like adrenal stress from running. It's just so much, guys, that like life is so short. Like there's no need to stress about that. I have talked about this before, but I observe my friends who have a great relationship with food and exercise, and they look great, and they are just like stable. Like their weight is stable. The way that they eat and their relationship with food and exercise is stable, and they have everything in moderation and like eat mostly healthy, but allow themselves treats whenever they want. And that's normal. That's a normal way of eating, you know? Like we have this like all or nothing mentality these days, and it's so messed up. And it's really harmful for your mental health. So I guess that's kind of why like I haven't really been posting much, because the weight loss content, like I know it helped a lot of you guys, but I just want to do it in a different way. Like if I could go back in time, I've been quite transparent with you guys about my journey and how I've done a million different diets, and I've tried everything until I kind of figured out that going on a diet is not going to work for me. And even when I would be like, no, I'm just gonna eat healthy, like it still in some way ended up kind of being restrictive, because I was like, then I'm not gonna eat anything that's unhealthy. Whether or not I put like a name on it and I said this is keto diet, or this is low carb, or this is vegan, or whatever, I still would not eat the treats or little things that I wanted. There was a point where I thought like sushi was too many carbs, or like it wasn't good for you, or it was GMO, or like just stupid shit, guys. There's too much sodium, which like, come on, like it's really not that serious. So yeah, I've really been focusing on listening to my body and not just forcing myself to eat when, like right now it's lunchtime, but I'm not hungry. And later on I might be really hungry, and I might be craving something when we go to dinner or to grab dinner, like a brownie, or I don't know, they have like vegan lasagna and shit. Like if I'm craving that, then my boyfriend's watching baseball. I'm like trying to be zen, and he's like, let's go. Frankie, shh. But then I will let myself have that. Panty. He wants to go in the room and watch baseball with him. So I'll let my dog in the room, but it's kind of my 2 cents right now, guys. And yes, my body is changing. Pants, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like with all this new, with letting myself eat whatever I want, kind of whenever, focusing still on eating whole balanced meals, but kind of allowing myself to have treats whenever I want, my body does look different. Like I do bloat and kind of sometimes feel less lean. And with cutting out cardio at the same time as doing that, and allowing myself more rest and not doing super intense workouts all the time, yeah, I do look a little different than like when I was shooting for Playboy, for example. But that's normal. Like we're not also supposed to look the same all the time. Our bodies are supposed to change. It's part of life. It's been about a month and a half that I've really allowed myself this kind of just permission to eat whatever I want, and I've really been focusing so much on my relaxation and my relationship with food and my kind of intuitive eating journey, I would say. It's only been a month and a half, and my hunger level now compared to when I first started is so different, and it comes and goes. Like sometimes I have more of an appetite, and sometimes like right now I'm like, there's really nothing, that I'm just not that hungry. Before, like, I couldn't ever just say like, oh, I'm just not that hungry. I'm like, oh no, I can always snack. I would eat like peanut butter out of the jar because I would just like wanted it. And I think that's still from that like subconscious restrictive mindset that I didn't even know I was having. And I'm still learning, I'm still growing. Like sometimes I do still overdo it, or I underdo it, I guess, if that's a word. I think, you know, oh no, I'm good, I'm full. And then I realize, no, I'm not. I actually could eat a little bit more, and then I go back for seconds. Or I think like, oh no, I'm still hungry, and so I eat my full plate, and then I'm like, I could have gone without that, you know, second piece of fish or whatever. So yeah, it's a learning process, and you're never going to be perfect. But I think like knowing your limits and how much you need to feel satiated comes with time, and I've never really placed so much emphasis on that. I've always been like, well, it's on my plate, I'm gonna eat it, whether or not it's a plate of egg whites or it's a plate of a whole pizza. Like it's there, so I'm gonna eat it. And that's just kind of how I grew up. Like I was taught like clean plate, like that's it. And unlearning that at the ripe age of 25 has been quite the challenge, but it's kind of interesting. It's a new challenge, and I'm learning that overindulging as well as restriction, both of those things are not self-love, and they are not kind to the body. So allowing yourself to have treats in moderation without making it so that way your stomach hurts afterwards and you feel bloated and sick and sluggish, that's self-love. You know, allowing those treats in a way that you still feel good afterwards and you feel satisfied, but you don't feel like bleh. Because I think overindulgence and kind of like, I hate to say gluttony, but I guess kind of gluttony, like overdoing it, it's not self-care, it's not self-love. I always think about that. I'm like, is this kind to my body? Like, yeah, I could eat another slice of pizza, but is this like kind to my body? Am I gonna feel good after this? I really don't think so. But the same thing is with restriction. If you think that like, oh no, like I'm doing this for my body, I'm not gonna eat that pizza because I'm eating healthy, I'm doing a good thing for my body, I'm not eating gluten or dairy or any kind of junk food, I'm doing good for my body, and then all you want to do is eat that pizza and you just like really crave it, eat the freaking pizza, dude. Like, what? I can't believe that that is a mindset I used to have, that I was like, no, I'm doing a good thing for my body, I'm being healthy. Yeah, like if you're gonna eat the pizza every single night, maybe it's not the best for your body, but having it once in a while, especially if it's shared with friends or loved ones, or even if it's just by yourself and, you know, you've had a big week and you just want to unwind and have a couple slices of pizza and a glass of wine and watch your favorite TV show on a Friday night, that's fine too. It's fine too. I've been allowing myself pasta and wine and mimosas and cupcakes and all of that jazz. I'm excited. I'm going to IKEA tomorrow and I'm gonna get a cinnamon roll. And I haven't had an IKEA cinnamon roll, you guys, in so long. So yeah, like I said, it's a learning curve and you're never gonna be perfect. And it's hard to not get mad or upset at my former self for kind of these rules I put in place in my mind, because I did the best. My friend told me this quote, or just this saying that really, really helps me. You were doing the best you could for yourself with the information you had. You're just doing the best you can. And so at that point, I really genuinely believed I was doing the right thing for my body. I felt like I was being healthy. I was like, no, I'm cutting out bad foods, junk foods, for my health. It's going to be good for my health. And I didn't realize that mental health is a big part of that. So yeah, no more of that nonsense. But like I said, yeah, I'm still like trying to find the balance between mindful indulgence and just overdoing it sometimes, and the lines are a little bit blurry. So, you know, I think the main part is that I no longer feel that overwhelming sense of guilt the next day. I no longer feel the need to cut my carbs the next day if I, you know, overdo it. And I think that's really a big step for me. I never exercise extra because I ate a lot the day before. If anything, I take a day off because I know my digestive system is still working more than usual. Usually I feel a little bit more tired if I had a big day the day before, a big night, whether that be like a few cocktails or that be like some food that I'm not typically eating on a day-to-day basis. Like, I try to just take a load off. But yeah, I hope that helps some of you guys out there who are maybe struggling to figure out a healthy relationship with food, because trust me, I've most certainly been there. It is not a linear path, just as fitness and weight loss and all of that is not a linear path. But also I want to say that you guys know you can always reach out to me. Sorry, the freaking sirens, I don't know if you guys can hear it. I live in West Hollywood, like shit's always like this. But I love you guys all so much, and I don't know if I'm going to continue the vlog just because I will be with my friend. If I do, I'll insert the clips of, you know, the rest of our day. But if not, then I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love you guys so much. It is a beautiful day outside. I'm just sitting here and eating some fruit and just looking outside and enjoying my afternoon. But yeah, that's that.